Hi, I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm a coach who helps people perform at a high level. Usually, I'm brought in to help with job search, hiring, managing, and leading, being more effective in the workplace in general. And this last thing is something I help people with in the workplace, but it also applies in life as well. So I'll call this an exercise in vulnerability. So the question is, why did you decide to watch this video? What's up for you that prompted you to click to a video that's an exercise in vulnerability? Were you looking for a performance from me? Did you want me to emote? Well, what were you looking for from yourself if that was the case? What was the problem that prompted you to come here to look at this video? What was the challenge that you're facing? And from there, I'm going to invite you to consider, and this might be a point where you pause and just, you don't have to pause. You can just continue on and go, what are some of the things you find yourself avoiding in life? What are you ducking from that's keeping you from having the life that you really want to have? And then from there, pick one. And then ask yourself the question, why do you want to avoid this? What's too difficult for you about this? Well, there's nothing wrong with this. I could do this in a heartbeat, but why haven't you done it yet? What's at risk for you to take this on? And notice how you really have this set up in a way that no matter what you do, you can't win. So, for example, what's the risk for you to do this? Well, I might have a conflict with my boss. And what's the risk if that happens? Well, I might wind up being on the outs with he or she. And what's if the risk if you stay the same way? I'm going to be kind of miserable is really what it comes down to it. You may say nothing, but fundamentally, if you've raised this as a subject, you've got a problem here, and it's a problem that's driving a wedge between you and your boss and a wedge between you and yourself. So recognize that dynamic that exists here. So the real question comes down to, we're only avoiding things if we're afraid how it'll make us feel, or if we fear the outcome that we might get if we're doing this. So what's the emotion you're trying to avoid here? How does it make you feel? And once you have that, what would change if you believed you could handle feeling this way or get the result that you wanted? Are you willing to feel this enough in order to get what it is that you want? Are you willing to do what's necessary to change this dynamic so you get the outcome and move off the pot, if you know that expression? Why are you willing to do this, or why aren't you willing to do this? And notice, if your behavior or your thinking is a little bit of stinking thinking, it's a dynamic that's going to have you tolerate misery for a long time. Lastly, choose one thing to work on this week, regardless of the results. Don't worry about the outcome. You don't have to force it. But the idea is just do it. Just do it. And maybe you share it with your wife, husband, or partner so that in this way you get some support. I think my classic example of this is when people are afraid of filing their taxes and they're just afraid what they're going to find, so they share it. And thus, it takes some of the trauma out of it by talking with someone else about it and getting some support in getting it done. If you don't know how to do something, ask for help. And if you need help being coached through this process, reach out to me through my website, NoBSCoachingAdvice.com. I'd love to schedule time with you and be of help to you. You can also look at my other material at thebiggamehunter.us. No BS is everything other than job search related. Thus, it has fewer posts than thebiggamehunter.us, which has several thousand. Love to help you. Schedule time for a free discovery call or dive into coaching. I'm sure I can help you move forward. Have a great day and take care.